Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Milford Memorial School. You are here live with John Drohan and Tom Kampersal here on the Holliston Cable Access TV Softball Network as we are calling this game for the Holliston Red Hots taking on the Milford Lady Hawks here in Milford. Tom, how are you doing today?
Not too bad, John. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, what do you think? Tonight we have some clear blue skies. We have some perfect softball weather. And I heard coming into this game that Milford was a force to be reckoned with.
Milford's got a very strong program. This is the U12 division. And a group of these kids have been playing each other for the past 3 years. You know, some games are close, some games not so close, so we'll see what happens tonight.
We will see. And of course, your Holliston Red Hots are having an epic championship season this year. I think they have lost but one game. Is that true?
I'm not sure exactly. But they lost to Milford last week.
Whoa.
So they're looking to get a little revenge here.
All right, so Holliston is led by Coach Mike Morrow and Mike Zaversky. We call them the Brothers Mike. We'll talk much more about those guys later on. And of course, Milford is led by Paul Pellegrini. And he, as we said before, Milford and Holliston are right there at the top of the division. So we're about to start the first inning with Holliston coming to bat. Who do we have leading off here for Holliston?
Kaylee McDonald's leading off.
One of the things that I like about the U12 division is that you finally start to see some of the kids really be able to make some of the plays in the field. Because a lot of times, you know, in the younger division, it's just tough. But you see, especially with when watching Holliston last week, they made some great plays, infield ground balls, getting some sure outs. It worked out really good.
Yeah, they really start to develop and understand the game a lot better at this age. It's great to see.
Okay, first pitch is a ball. And gets away from the catcher to Kaylee McDonald. On the mound tonight for Milford, we have Kay Pellegrini pitching. She is number 12. Kay Pellegrini likes to move the ball around a lot, but primarily she just brings the heat.
Yeah, she's very big, very strong girl for this age group. She's been a good pitcher for 3 years.
Last pitch was a strike, so that brings the count to 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. So McDonald behind in the count, 1-2.
Coach Morrow really likes to teach these girls to be aggressive up at the plate, so it's nice to see him swinging the bats.
I love it. Up, shot, over the second baseman's head into right field, a base hit. Oh, they're trying for a play at first. Not in time. Kayla McDonald with a 2-strike line drive over the second baseman's head into right field for a base hit. Allison starting off the game right. 1 on, no outs.
Yeah, she's been swinging a real hot bat as of late.
That brings up number 9, Lucy Zaversky, daughter of Mike Zaversky. Lucy Zaversky, she played on our team, I think, 2 years ago. Ball went up high.
She's a 7th grader that still is age eligible for 12U. So in every other year she plays with the next age group with your daughters.
Those are like those. Runner goes back to the backstop, a pass ball. She's upstanding. Yeah, Zaversky can drive the ball. She's got a nice swing. And as we said, she's played with us. She's played up with us last year, and she can hold her own. Foul ball back to the stop.
Be interesting to see here. Coach Morrow is aggressive on the bases. Kaylee can run. She's a very smart player, but I'm pretty sure it's Baglioni catching. It's a very strong arm. So
another nice thing to see, you know, in the U12 division where you start to see the catchers really start to develop. Especially if you have a catcher who can throw, you know, that could change your game. Especially or a catcher who can catch, for that matter.
Yeah. It really gives the game a nice flow when they can start to throw and catch.
And pitch down low. Runner on second, no out. Count, I believe, is 3-1. And the pitch. looked like a high strike. We called it. There she goes. She sits down. Strike. No, it was straight. She had 2 strikes. Called out strike 3. So Seversky strikes out looking. That brings up number 10, Lucy Morrow, the catcher for Holliston. Lucy Morrow, of course, the daughter of Mike Morrow. First pitch swinging strike. Tommy, you know Lucy Morrow. You've seen her play. She's played, in fact, she played up with us in the spring.
Yep, another strong player, strong 7th grader, you know, age eligible for the 12s. She's really showed a commitment to the game, working on her pitching these past couple of years, which has helped Holliston as a program.
She, yep, that's right, she does. This year, she in the springtime, she came up. She didn't pitch for us. We got to see her play. Ball gets away, ball down, throw to third, sliding in safely. You're right. That catcher does have a good arm. Yeah, she does have a good arm.
Yeah, she's a really good player.
Would she be interested in maybe getting a post office box in Holliston?
School choice works as well.
No, school of choice. All right, so we have a runner on third, 1 out. That's McDonald on third, Morrow at the plate. The pitch, low, just missed her. And the catcher can catch as well.
No, she's really active behind the plate. She's doing a great job to help Kay.
It changes the game. It changes the game because if you have a catcher that, you know, has like Swiss cheese and has a lot of balls going by, and Morrow drives one into center field, a base hit. That run will score. Morrow rounds first, a base hit, and an RBI for Lucy Morrow. Holliston is on the board. Morrow with a nice shot, nice, good, solid line drive to center field. So all of a sudden, we're in trouble. Holliston's got 1 on and 1 in with 1 out. Milford coach takes a break. So with that break, I'd like to introduce our Holliston Cable Access cameraman today, none other than Christian Boudet. And Christian, of course, is one of my dear friends because he also works with, he is our cameraman for Money in the Law. So Christian.
A little self-promotion there for your,
well,
your show?
No, it's not self-promotion. I'm just saying how I know Christian.
Oh,
that's how.
okay.
That's how I know him. But don't worry, I'll be talking about how I know you as well too.
All
right, that brings up the cleanup hitter. There she is, Vanessa DeSimone. We know her well. First pitch in the dirt to the backstop. Morrow advances to second. Yeah, Vanessa DeSimone. Now she came and played for us in the spring. When I talk about us, just for you listeners out there, Tom Kampersal and I coached together. Oh, there's another pass ball. And
pass ball, Lucy being active on the bases, goes into third.
Before you know it, you get a runner at third. See, this is the problem. This is what happens for those of you first time watching this youth softball. A lot of times there'll be a lot of runners running around the bases on pass balls and drop balls. Anyway, back to Vanessa DeSimone. Vanessa, who she was called up, played in U14 for a couple games and did fantastic. Not only pitching, she's a pitcher, but also hit the ball well, so yeah, she's not afraid to swing the bat.
Yeah, she chased one up high right there.
They always look good coming in up high. They really do, right? They look great, and we see that. We saw that a lot with our teams. We see that here is that you have the kids, they see it, and they just, it looks good, and before they know it, they're swinging at something above their eyes.
Outfield's looking pretty flat-footed right here. We'll see what Vanessa can make them move a little. She's a real strong hitter.
Yeah, Vanessa, left field playing in tight. Yeah, she can turn on one.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see.
All right, pitch to DeSimone. Bouncer back to the pitcher. Checks the runner. Nice play. Checks the runner. Yeah, it was a good play. She checked the runner at third, held her, froze her, and then but as soon as she made that throw to first to get the out at first, Morrow took off her home, and she was just too fast. So nice play. Ground ball, got the run in. Brings us to 2 outs and 2 in for Holliston as Morrow scores. And the bases are now empty for none other than Erin Kampersal. Erin Kampersal, of course, is the daughter of your announcer tonight, Tom Kampersal. Erin Kampersal, arguably one of the scrappiest, toughest players in the league. And that's not coming from Tom, that's coming from me. She takes the ball outside. Erin Kampersal seems, looks, acts, and talks older than she really is. She's a tough kid. No, in all seriousness, she's a great kid, and she's an excellent athlete. So here she is at the plate. Takes one way high. She's got a good eye.
Good job not chasing that.
What we're going to try and do right now is not coach her through the camera.
Nope.
No, that doesn't happen. So Kampersal 2-0. takes the first strike, and she knows it's a strike.
Something we have been working on, though, with all these girls as they play with the bigger ball and the faster pitching, is finishing their swings. A lot of times they stop and the ball is a slow roller, whereas if they finish their swing, they'll get these hits through the infield.
Yep. And so important to do like at this level, right? Just because again, it's all, like we said it 1,000 times, it's all reps. Kampersal takes that one up high, 3-1. Her dad here is trying to give her the green light. We're over here on the third base side, so she didn't look down, or actually she didn't look down past her third base coach.
Counts 2-2. One of those was a low strike.
Ooh,
nice hard swing.
There you go. And Kampersal, big hard swing, but strikes out swing and doesn't get a hold of that one. So at the end of the first half inning, Holliston puts 2 up with the Milford Lady Hawks coming to bat. We'll be right back here on the Holliston Cable Access TV Super Softball Network in just a minute, after a word from our sponsors. Okay, we're back here at the Memorial School with the Holliston Red Hots taking on the Milford Lady Hawks, with Milford coming to bat in the first inning. Leading off for Milford is number 42, Ava Baglione. Talked to Ava before the game. Ava is the sister, not the twin sister, of Olivia Baglione. She is the younger sister, and turns out that although she's the younger sister, she is the boss of that said Baglione group. Pitching for Holliston today is, of course, number 8, Vanessa DeSimone. She's been their ace all season long, and she's throwing nothing but strikes so far, except for the ball. So talk to me about DeSimone. What do you like about her?
She's another one that's really put the time in over this past year to take that next step in pitching, which that's a commitment off the field, away from the game, that you need to do on your own. And as they get older, we have fewer and fewer kids doing it, so it's nice to see this team with 3 options.
Right.
That's rare to see. Emily Hedgerich isn't here tonight, but she's their third pitcher. So Mike's got a good problem to have.
Not too bad. All right, so DeSimone brings the count to, I believe, 2-2 with a foul ball by Ava Baglione. Ava stands at a solid 4 foot something. Another foul ball. Baglione not afraid to swing the bat.
Nope. This is a very good hitting Milford team. A lot of balls are going to be in play. This one's going to be on the defense to keep them in the game.
Like as we said in the beginning of the game, that's one of the nice things you see about the teams that do well, is that they can defend. Drop third strike.
And Maggie alertly throws it down to first base to get the out.
That was a nice play, That's what we also see at this level, and even at the U14 level. There's a lot of drop third strikes. So, pitcher gets out of it, have a get out of a jam, strike him out, ball drops, and foul ball off her
right
foot.
Off her foot.
That's Ava Liocci. So Ava, number 2. Ava Liocci is number 7. She played second base in the first inning. Fouled that one off her foot, and that hurt. But
nice of the umpire to give a courtesy here to wipe off the plate, give her a second to walk that one off.
That kid's made of steel. She's okay.
Paul Pellegrini checking on her.
All right, looks like Liocci's going to be okay. Takes a few practice swings. The umpire, who requested to be unnamed tonight, we'll see how he does. So far, so good.
Early on, there's a couple low strikes.
I saw a couple high strikes too.
So we'll see if he's consistently all over the place.
We'll see if he consistently has a big strike zone. All right, Liocci back in. She's ready to go. DeSimone, the pitch. Strike.
And we'll be watching the Milford Drive-In tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right.
Not really sure what's happening right now with the at-bat.
Our view is somewhat obstructed, but that's okay. Our camera's still catching it. I missed that one, the Milford Drive-In. I'm like, I thought Menden had a drive-in. All right. Leochi hanging in there. DeSimone with the pitch. Another ball. So I think that brings the count full. Of course, I'm guessing.
Yep, the umpire confirms. Full count.
Umpire confirms your guess.
Ball 4.
And she walks her, ball 4. So Leochi goes to first base with 1 out. That's going to bring up the other Baglione sister, Olivia Baglione, number 15, who started catching tonight. And they're
Olivia's a very good hitter. This ball might be coming our way.
Baglione takes the first pitch.
See if Vanessa can find the zone here.
Who do we have in the field tonight for Holliston?
So in left field, we have Lucy Zversky, Lucy Morrow's in center field, and Sarah Kutchman's rounding out the outfield.
That pitch ball up high, ball 2.
We go across the infield. We have Vanessa pitching. And her battery mate is Maggie Kutchman catching. Ooh, big swing by Olivia. And then around the infield, we have Paige Kutchman at third, Kaylee McDonald at shortstop, Hannah Devine at second base, and Erin Kampersal playing first.
Ooh, she
Big
takes
pitch.
that one. She takes that one. I'll tell you what, she'd like to have that one back. That one it looked like that DeSimone took a little off that pitch. She's not afraid to change speeds. Oh, and gets her swinging.
Nope.
Drop third strike.
There is no drop third strike right here.
Nope, there's no, and they throw that ball to first, and the runner on first goes to second.
That's just not understanding the rule. With less than 2 outs, if the base is occupied, you cannot advance on a drop third strike. So the runner running confused the catcher a little bit. She threw it.
And we have a ground ball to short. McDonald comes up throwing. Ooh, overthrows Kampersal. That's going to bring in Leochi to score. And Baglione is going to get to, that was Kay Pellegrini who hit that ground ball while we were talking. Kay Pellegrini was started pitching. Ground ball to short, fielded cleanly and nicely by McDonald, but just overthrown Kampersal. Now, sometimes you rush, the ball gets to you, and you start thinking too much, and you rush that throw, and gets away from you. So that brings Pellegrini on second base with 1 out. She takes a big lead, and 1 run in for Milford.
Yeah, this is Sarah Wengel up bat, the first baseman for Milford.
Pellegrini almost daring her to pick him off.
We'll see if the Red Hots can end this threat. They could have been out of the inning with no runs.
Yep.
Now ground ball to second. Hannah Devine makes the play.
And the run goes.
Awesome.
So first baseman throws the ball to home. As the runner scores in, don't get that runner at home, and then the runner advances to second. So Wengel's on second after another ground ball that they could have got out of this inning. You're right, Tom. They're the masters of their own ill-advised fate right now. All right, DeSimone quick to start pitching again. First pitch to Gianna Fernandez, the third baseman, number 8, is a foul ball, so she's down 0-1. Sarah Wengel is on second base with 2 outs. Ground ball foul off the third base side.
You know, this is what makes a coach very frustrated, is when regular plays happen and then they're poorly executed on fundamentals of, a good strong throw and following through and just taking your time, not rushing. And the next thing you know, there's 3 more batters that come up.
Runner goes to third, and the throw's in there, but she just gets under the tag. Little late getting the tag down, but the throw was on target. And just a little late getting the tag. She had her. She
did have her.
We had a good look from this angle, and she had her a little bit quicker on the tag. On the exchange, ball pass, runner goes to third.
Covers, safe at home.
So there we go. Just as you said, before this inning started, it's going to be defense is going to be going to tell the story here. And so far, Holliston's defense has been a little bit struggling.
Yep, so
hopefully they can turn that around. It's early in the game.
That's 3 runs in with 2 outs. They had the potential of ending this inning with no runs in.
It reminds me of the Downtown versus Casey's game, which we're going to talk a little bit about. First pitch popped up over the third base side. Third base. Oh, nice play by Kutchman. All right, so Holliston gets out of the inning without too much damage. Milford picking up, the Lady Hawks picking up 3 runs on
1 hit.
3 runs with 2 outs.
3 runs with 2 outs on 1 hit.
Yep.
A couple unearned.
Yeah, a couple
All
unearned. Yeah, all 3 of them unearned. So Milford takes the lead. So after 1, the Milford Lady Hawks lead the Holliston Red Hots by a score of 3-2. You're listening to us live on the Holliston Cable Access TV Super Softball Network. We'll be right back. And we're back here at the Memorial School in sunny Milford, where Holliston is currently trailing the Milford Lady Hawks by a score of 3-2. Holliston had a tough inning last inning in the field, with Milford scoring 3 unearned runs with 2 outs. So Coach Morrow, as Holliston comes to bat, Coach Morrow is probably going to have his batters focused, try to get some people on base and get that run back, because they pretty much gave those away.
Absolutely. You know, the only way to combat that is have a strong, active offense. So hopefully they're thinking swing. Kay doesn't walk a lot of kids, so hopefully they put the ball in play and they're aggressive on the bases.
Milford has a new pitcher coming in right now, Sarah Wengel. Sarah Wengel's a left-handed pitcher, so this will be interesting if Holliston see a lefty. I don't know if have you seen her play so far this year? Have you seen Wengel pitch?
I have not.
All right, so here we go.
Yep, we'll find
Paige
out.
Kutchman, one of the Kutchman 3. The Kutchmans, of course, Paige, Sarah, and Maggie are triplets playing for Holliston. Triplets. I can't even imagine that. Wengel, second pitch ball 2. So Wengel's, Kutchman is ahead in the count right now, 2-0. We'll see. Wengel looks like she throws heat and is not afraid to mix up. Oh, throws an off-speed pitch there. Look, as soon as I call it, right?
There's the aggressive swing by Paige.
So count goes
Chasing
to
that
2-1. Left-hander Wengel, the pitch. Paige swinging at something that looked like over near the dugout.
Yeah, Coach Moore needs to dial these girls in until Wengel starts picking spots. Everything seems a little high right now.
Yeah, she does look like she has the ball up, but Kutchman, who, as you said, is aggressive, maybe a bit too aggressive. Swinging the pitches way, and there it is, another one. She's giving them to her. Swinging at them way out of the strike zone.
There's a lot of activity down here at Milford Town Park.
I'll tell you
a
what.
little symphony out here in left field.
I'll tell you what, I mean, we might as well just turn this camera around and start filming. Yeah, we have the Milford Philharmonic over here.
I think as we close this inning, we'll get a view.
Oh, Kutchman finally lays off that high outside pitch over her head to take a ball.
Either at 2-2 or we're full.
We should be at
Not
ball.
sure. Yeah,
ball
should be ball
6.
7.
And the pitch to Kutchman. That one's in there. She's a ground ball,
Strikes it out.
fielded by the pitcher. She turns with that left-handed throw and makes the play. Nice play by Wengel for the first out.
That Paige really helped her out there.
Yes, you ain't kidding. So Wengel gets a nice, easy ground ball for the first out, and that brings up number 3, Maggie Kutchman, the sister of Paige Kutchman. First pitch, Maggie swings at something over the catcher's head for strike 1.
Maggie is also very aggressive offensively. She likes to put the ball in play and use her speed. One of the fastest kids in town.
You want to see that, especially at this level. You want to see the kids come in there swinging, not looking to walk. But the problem is oftentimes they get a little too aggressive and they'll swing at either they'll swing at things that aren't even close to being able to hit, or they'll swing at nothing. And you know they'll just watch that first strike come in, and that'll be the only good pitch they see if the pitcher can't really find the strike zone, and they end up walking when they could have a good pitch to swing at.
That is a big adjustment coming up from the U10 level to the U12. Is kids are used to poor pitching and looking for walks versus being aggressive and attacking offensively and thinking swing.
Oh, she throws the eephus there.
Wengel's struggling a little bit.
And Wengel, ball 4. So Kutchman lays off that high moon ball, and she's on first with 1 out. As we hear the orchestra warming up behind us, Christian, let us know if that sound is a little too much. We'll go ask those guys to keep it down. First pitch is a called strike to number 24, Hannah Devine, none other the daughter of the great Dan Devine, who was at my last game that I called. It was more than annoying. Dan Devine we actually had to pull the sensor card because Dan Devine was walking by the camera. So let's hope that doesn't happen today when he shows up.
I don't see him around.
Oh,
he's usually chasing one of his 47 kids around.
That's right. Dan Devine is, and at the last game he was saying that this kid that he was chasing wasn't mine, which is hard to believe. Because usually if you see a kid in Holliston, 9 out of 10 times it's a Devine. Yeah, she's thinking she struck out a little bit early. You don't know she did.
Well, that's the drop third strike and the batter not knowing she can't run because the bag is occupied. Maggie did a great job not advancing to second because, like we said, Olivia Baglione's back there, and she probably would have been thrown out.
There you go. Baglione, she goes. Baglione, strong throw to second, but the runner's there in time. So just as we were calling that steal, there she went, and she's safe at second. So with 2 outs, Sarah Kutchman, the last of the Kutchmans, the triumvirate, is up at the plate. Pitch to Kutchman up high.
Sarah's really progressed this season. Coach Morrow played in a jamboree in Walpole a few weeks ago, and you play a lot more games, which, like we said before, it gives you a lot more reps. And, Sarah really benefited from that.
All right, so pitch to Kutchman. She has a called strike. So runner on second, 2 outs. Ball down the way. Ball gets away from the catcher, back to the backstop.
Maggie advances easily on that. Now Coach Morrow should be talking to her about getting that big lead to see if she can steal home on another pass ball.
Get that run in because, as we said before, Wingle seems to be a little all over the place. And there she goes, and here it comes, right on cue. And she is safe at the plate. Kutchman safe, so that run does get in. And Holliston takes advantage of...
that ties the game.
Holliston takes advantage of some unearned runs. And with that pitch... Sarah Kutchman walks, so that brings it over the top. That takes us back to the top of the order. So, our back to the top is brought to you by some local Holliston entity that we always will talk about on the air. So today's rotation back to the order is brought to you by the Holliston Superette. Everybody go to Superette, get something to eat. Why not? It's great, and they make good salads too, which a lot of people don't realize.
I'm not a big salad guy, John. I go for the I go for the Bragville.
Tom, I know. I know you're a meat and potatoes guy. Tom Kampersal, of course, as most of you know, the Kampersal name is synonymous with Holliston. Tom Kampersal, of course, grew up in Holliston, born and bred. Was telling me the story one day about the Kampersal farm. I forgot it, but it was an interesting story at the time. So Kaylee McDonald leads off. The leadoff. Oh, she check swing. Oh, she got a piece of it. Says she fouled it off. I'm not sure. Of course, it's impossible to see at this angle.
Yeah, she tried to hold her swing back, but just caught the ball. She didn't want to chase that one high.
All right, so McDonald with 2 outs, runner on first. Swing and a bouncer. Oh, to second base. Oh, it looks like it's going to get through. Goes past the pitcher to the second baseman. Nobody fields it cleanly, and McDonald is safe at first, and the runner advances. So Kutchman to second, McDonald to first with 2 outs. So with 2 outs, looks like Holliston could be doing some damage as the heart of their order comes up. Brings up number 9, Lucy Seversky. Lucy struck out last time, I believe.
That was nice to see both Sarah Kutchman and Kaylee running hard the whole way, not giving up on the play, to make sure they were safe.
You have to do it. All right, so Seversky up, takes first pitch strike. Outside, ball 1. So 1-1 to Seversky. 2 on, 2 out, 1 in so far for Holliston this inning. And the pitch to Seversky, way up high. That one's over that, and runners are going to advance now.
I think that one hit the bull, John.
I don't think she's got. I think she's got their attention. I don't think they're digging in anytime soon. Of course, those moon balls aren't too scary. So here she goes. Pitch. Runners on second and third. She thought that was ball 4.
It's sitting at 3 balls, 1 strike,
right.
2 outs. Runners on second and third. Base hit should score Kaylee.
Seversky's got runners on, and there you go. There's ball four, so that loads him up. This
is a big spot here for Lucy Morrow. She's been hitting the ball very well, hitting it very hard. I'm looking at a left center, right center gap here.
Here we go. Here we go. So the table set for Morrow. The orchestra's ready to go. We could even have some. You can have some Johann Sebastian Bach accompaniment. Morrow first ball swinging, slow roll to first.
Sender.
Everybody's safe. So shortstop comes up and makes that play, but the throw is not in time to first. Everybody's safe. The run in. So Holliston scores again with 2 on, with 2 out.
That's Lucy's second RBI of the night.
Lucy, first ball swinging. Yeah, like you said, she was aggressive up there. Maybe a little too anxious. She got out in front of that slow fastball. So that brings up the cleanup hitter, Vanessa DeSimone. So this could change the game right here.
I'd like to see Vanessa show a little more patience than her first at bat and look for something, belt high.
Oh, with Wengel, you don't know, so you got to be ready to swing.
If you could keep it down out there, that'd be great.
And of course, we're joined by, here we go, the Milford Philharmonic. Pitch to DeSimone. Ooh, swing and strike.
She was way early on that swing.
Yeah.
She needs to let that ball come all the way in. Coach McDonald reminding his runners, 2 outs. They're running on anything.
And the pitch to DeSimone. First, she swings high, pop up to left field. Left fielder makes the play. Nice throw to end the inning.
Ava Leosh with a great play right there to end that inning.
Wow, that was a big one. She hit that. She had a good piece of that ball, but got it sky high. Leosh able to get underneath it and make a nice play.
Yep, left the bases loaded there, but that's 2 runs in. Gives the Holliston Redhawks a 4-3 lead going into the bottom half of 2.
So at the end of 1.5, the Holliston Redhawks 4, the Milford Ladyhawks 3. We'll be right back on your Holliston Cable Access TV, Super Softball Network, and the Star Spangled Banner. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back here in Milford with Holliston taking on Milford. In the bottom of the second, Milford coming to bat. This is the left fielder, Maeve Williams, number 9.
Well, it's 6. The lineup has number 7.
No, Tom, I think you're looking at the number of their batting order. Here we are. So you have number 7. Well, there's a mystery player up right now, but all I know is that she plays for Milford.
That's Maeve Williams. I think when the coach made out his lineup card.
And she hits a large shot to second
Aaron's
base.
Foot.
Bounce off, makes a play. Wow.
Ooh.
Kampersal had a tough hop. She stayed with it, made a throw, was a little low and outside to first baseman Lucy Morrow.
Great
and
pick.
Just got there. And Lucy made a nice catch.
Yeah.
And runner beat it out. So she hit that ball hard, and
Disagree.
Kampersal had a tough hop.
I think they had her by half a step. But
I looked at it.
and the runner goes to second.
First pitch she runs. She's of course
Maggie's still catching back there.
Okay, so with nobody out, Maeve Williams is on second base, and Vanessa DeSimone's still pitching, just inside. At the plate right now we have, that's different.
So maybe this is Caitlin Landry, and she got the numbers mixed up because Caitlin's 24. So we're not sure if this is Caitlin or Alexa.
Wait a minute. There's a mystery here. So there are 2 Landry sisters, Caitlin and Alexa. However, we were told before the game that one of the Landry sisters wasn't here. We were under the impression it was Caitlin Landry. However, number 24, that is Caitlin Landry, is listed as number 24. She is at the plate. So not sure who's who. So in all this hullabaloo, Caitlin Landry strikes out, dropped third strike, and she is thrown out at first.
So the runner at third was not paying attention to that, and the catcher threw it back to Vanessa. The defense wisely understood that umpire did not say batter out. He just said strike 3. So they made the play at first base and registered the out.
So here we are. Run around, 1 out. Williams still on third, and up at the plate now is number 1, Gianna Santiago. Gianna Santiago, she too is compact in stature, but not afraid to swing the bat. And the pitch from DeSimone. Ball gets by her. There's going to be a play at the plate. No play, and yeah, she's safe. Yeah, ball got away from Kutchman, and there she goes. So Milford picks up a run on the pass ball. So here we are with 1 in, 1 out, and a called strike to Santiago. DeSimone is she's doing a good job of throwing strikes.
That's a ball high that walks Santiago.
Until then. Yeah. Until she walks Santiago. As I said, Santiago, she's small in stature, so she's got a small strike zone. And so that brings us to the top of the order. Ava Baglione, as the order rolls over. Baglione squares to bunt, and it's fouled off. Foul ball.
Baglione's got some wheels.
Baglione is not afraid to get down the line. So there she goes. Bunt foul, so 1 strike, 1 out. And Santiago, number 1, on first. And squares to bunt again, and this time it's a great one. Ball perfect, drop down, makes the throw. Ball gets away from the first baseman, runners both advance. Ball still in play. Morrow runs it back to pitcher. And a great bunt by Baglione. Santiago moves to third. Baglione moves to second on the overthrow to first. So here we are again. Holliston in trouble with 1 out.
That was a great bunt and also a great play by Lucy Zversky to go in there and barehand that ball. A lot of times you'll see the girls first grab it with their gloves and then there's no chance.
Zversky had her. Zversky had her. It was going to be a close play, and you even said Baglione gets down. She gets down quick. We have a timeout right now as Baglione.
She's getting some medical treatment at second.
She torqued her knee. All right, here we go. So that brings up Ava Leochi with 2 on, 1 out. Runners on second and third. So you get runners in scoring position, number 7, Leoch. And the pitch, up high, ball 1. Tom, if you were any type of a classical music fan, we would, or marching band music, we would know what these are, these songs that come up.
Yeah, no. It's a very aggressive lead by Baglione on second base with a runner in front of her at third. I'd be interested to see if that second baseman covers, if Vanessa makes a play.
Because and Vanessa bounces that one in. I don't like it. I don't like the big aggressive lead with a runner in front of you. You're just asking for trouble.
No, it could be a ploy by Milford to try and draw a throw to get that run home, but Holliston not biting on it.
Milford already has 1 in this inning.
One run in. 4 total to take the lead. Yep, that walks him. Good job, set up the force play.
That's what I love about Coach Kampersal, always looking on the bright side. He's a glass half full kind of coach. So bases are loaded now for Olivia Baglione. They're arguably one of their best hitters. First pitch is low, ball 1. No place to put her, so let's see what Baglione can do. Morrow's moving his left fielder, Kutchman, back. Baglione swinging strike, so she's down quick. Or no, sorry, evens up the count of 1-1.
Bases loaded here. This could be a turning point of the game.
Yeah, she's not giving her anything to hit. Ball up high, goes to the backstop, but the runner stayed put.
Not going. Baglione would have went from second.
Baglione tried to go from second, but then realized, of course, there was a runner in front of her. So DeSimone in a jam. but she has got ice flowing through her veins. And there's a shot up the middle into center field. It gets by the center fielder. This is trouble. Here she comes, coming around second. Runner stops at second. Throw to the plate. Safe at home. Baglione comes around third. A bases emptying. We'll call that a double with a throwing error. Bases emptying double. Blowing this open. Baglione empties the bases with a line shot up the middle, and she hammered that ball. Little too fast for the center fielder to be able to hold, and here we are with Baglione with 1 out on third base. First pitch is back to the backstop and empty the bases. So now Milford with 4 in this inning.
Yeah, Hannah Devine trying to come in and get that ball to make a play at the plate and make a throw instead of making sure she secured the ball first. It's 6-4 right now. Milford took the lead back, and they're looking
another
for more.
Hard shot up the middle. This one goes into right center. That'll bring in Williams. Or sorry, Baglione. That was Kay Pellegrini with a line shot up the middle. Another base hit. Another run in for Milford. So Milford with 5 in this inning. And those last runs were all based on some nice, solid shots.
Yep, Milford gets hot fast. You
That
need to
brings
make
up-
the plays when you can.
Runner goes, throw to second, standing safe. That eliminates the force.
Coach Morrow still having his defense play, even with the baseline, even though Milford's hitting it pretty hard.
Still 1 out. Infield's a double play death, and the pitch to Wengel. Wengel line shot to, nice play by, that was Kampersal. Nice play by Kampersal. Backhanded stab of a screaming line drive up the middle. Kampersal gets it, makes the play in the air for the second out. Almost has a play at second for the double play. But Pellegrini was back in time.
That's just good effort right there by the second baseman. She's in the ready position on the pitch. Attack
All
the ball.
right. That's your kid, all right? You're not. Let me take care of this, all right? Yeah, we know. All right, we know.
Alert enough to go cover second base as the runner didn't tag up.
This means
trying to double him up.
Means she may be able to get seconds tonight at dinner.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. So nice play by Kampersal. Runner on the, as we were talking, the runner on the pass ball advanced to third. So we have 2 out now with a runner on third.
Yep.
And Gianna Fernandez. Ground ball, foul ball, fouls it off herself, so foul ball. So Wengel lined out for the second out. So let's see if Holliston can salvage this inning and not have to have it turn over by runs. So Fernandez, shot to Fernandez. Oh, a shot over the shortstop's head, base hit. And that's going to score Pellegrini, and that's going to be the 6th run of the inning. So they should turn over right here, and they do. So,
Yep, at U12 softball, there's a limit of 6 runs in an inning, and that'll do it for Milford. That gives them 9-4 lead after 2.
So we'll be back after a short break with Milford Lady Hawks leading the Holliston Red Hots by a score of 9-4 after the play of 2 complete innings. We'll be right back on the Holliston Cable Access TV Super Softball Network. And we're back here at the Memorial School with Holliston coming to bat in the top of the 3rd. First batter up is our favorite, Erin Kampersal. Erin Kampersal takes ball 1. Erin Kampersal, she had that tough hop in the last inning that kind of led to that blow-up inning of a 6 runs turnover. So Kampersal bats from the right side of the plate. She had a good eye. She has a good eye. I'd like to see her get something started here for Holliston so they can try and creep their way back into this one. Sarah Wengel still on the mound for Milford, the left-hander. Looks like she's starting to bring the ball down a little bit, but as we said, Kampersal, she's got a small strike zone.
It's ball 3 high.
Bring it down a little bit, I said. And Kampersal walks on 4 pitches. So, Holliston starts off the inning with a runner on. And Kampersal, she's not afraid to run. just like her old man. Got wheels and then some. Actually, I bet if Erin was racing her dad right now, I would put my money on number 13.
No doubt.
That brings up Paige Kutchman, number 12. She takes first pitch strike. Kutchman, as we said before, an aggressive hitter, so we'll be looking to see her swing at a good pitch.
She's a free swinger. Looks like she's dialed it back a little bit this at bat from
Kampersal into second base, safe at second base. Up to the catcher, bobbles the ball, but a strong throw. Good backup by the center fielder. So Kampersal's at second base with no outs for Kutchman. So we got a runner in scoring position. Start digging out of this. Kampersal looking at her signs for Morrow. The only sign she's getting is stay where you're at. And grounder back to the pitcher. Kampersal advances to third, but Kutchman is out at first. Nice play by Wengel. So with one out, Kampersal advances. We have a runner on third. That brings up Paige's sister, Maggie. Maggie Kutchman. She's first ball swinging, bounce to third. Nice play by the third baseman, strong throw. Kampersal advances and she scores on the throw, but the out counts. So Maggie Kutchman, first ball swinging, ground ball, nice strong throw by the third baseman, number 8, Gianna Fernandez. And now that brings up 2 outs, nobody on for Hannah Devine. So although Holliston does pick up a run, now they're back to the drawing board.
Yeah, they can't be playing for one run. They need a big inning here.
Devine takes a ball. One of the guys we forgot to talk about on this coaching staff is none other than Jason McDonald. Sorry, I forgot about him. I want him to feel left out. Good old J-Dog. Why he gets associated with the dog? I mean, does he like dogs? We'll find out.
He used to. He started to go CrossFit and on a little diet, and so he might have departed from the hot dog diet.
Well, I was just talking about canines.
It's a nice cornmuffin.com shirt. Nice.
And Devine swings, but pops it up right to the first baseman. First baseman makes a nice play. So Devine pops out to end the inning. So after 2.5, the score now is Milford 9, Holliston 5. We'll be right back with this broadcast on your Holliston Cable Access TV Super Softball Network and the accompaniment of the Milford Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. We'll be right back. And we're back here in Milford with the Holliston Red Hots versus the Milford Lady Hawks in some exciting U12 softball. Milford leads Holliston by a score of 9-5 as we come into the bottom of the third. Vanessa DeSimone still on the mound for Holliston. First pitch, swinging strike.
Looks like we have an all Kutchman outfield right now.
No. I
Sure.
think he's just doing that to show off.
No? We have Sarah in right, Maggie in center, and Paige in left.
I mean, as a parent of the Kutchmans, that's just nothing but pride right there.
Yeah.
It's almost like we need to see. We should be able to. Let's see if we can pan over and catch the all Kutchman outfield. Christian, can you do that? In between pitches, we'll see if we can catch the all Kutchman outfield. See if we can catch all of those 3 Kutchman sisters in there. All right, so at the plate right now is Maeve Williams, number 9. She started the inning last inning, I believe, as the first batter up.
She did. She started last inning with a base hit.
That's right. So DeSimone still giving it her all in the circle right now.
3-1 right now. See if she can battle back.
And a pitch to Williams down in the dirt, ball 4. So Williams with a first inning walk. First batter walk. Yeah, first batter walk, not first inning. We're in the bottom of the third. I knew that.
We're still not really sure if this is Alexa or Caitlin Landry. Pretty sure it's Caitlin based on the numbers.
We're going to go with Landry. So Landry takes first pitch inside. We have a change in position. Is that Lucy Morrow catching? Lucy Morrow is one of those aggressive catchers, so I like to see that. She's not afraid to throw. Pitch to Landry. strike.
Holliston. But by the way, we also have a couple other people that were in the youth orchestra program and are now full-fledged.
Williams on first, and the pitch to Landry. Strike 2. All right, there we go.
Great pitch there. Lucy coming up very active behind the plate. That's nice to see. If we get a runner over to third base, would not be surprising if Lucy throws one down there trying to pick off the lead.
Lucy Seversky. Wow, that's a tough pitch. That looked good from our angle. Of course, we can't really see the inside-outside look of that, but that pitch looked like it could have been in there. So, close pitch to take on with 2 strikes. And
it's ball high.
DeSimone almost looks like the DeSimone just can't get a break as the pitcher. The sun's still right on the pitcher, even at this late stage, almost 7 p.m.
She's starting to lunge a little.
And ball down low. There she is.
Pitchers really need to stay tall to really get that whip.
So Landry walks. So back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the third. No out, 2 on. And that brings up Gianna Santiago, number 1. Santiago, first ball swinging, and it's a pop-up to the first base, or sorry, to the pitcher. DeSimone makes a nice play. Runners stay, so it was a nice gift from Santiago. There you go.
What's your
Keep your
favorite song,
confidence
John?
up. So here we are, and that brings us to the top of the order again. Ava Baglione, number 42, and the pitch. Swinging strike.
Well,
Fouled it
letting her
off.
swing away here. Maybe they have a few run lead. They're feeling confident. Want to blow
Why
it
not?
open.
Why not? So Baglione, here she goes, and foul ball off the first base side.
Okay.
So
Vanessa's
Baglione would
got her 0-2.
Some people had before TV. They listened to their radio programs on a Sunday night.
So that pitcher that you had alluded to before, and the pitch to Baglione. Oh, that looked good. Here's a throw to third. Oh, almost got her. Comes up. Throw gets away from Seversky, the third baseman, on the runners in the double steal. And everybody's safe, and the run comes in. So Milford gets another cheap one as Williams scores. Unfortunately, Seversky couldn't handle that throw. So Santiago, or sorry, that is Landry is still on second base, and Baglione still at the plate. 1-2. And the pitch up high. Looks like DeSimone is getting tired. You said it before. If that pitcher doesn't stay tall, she's going to pull that ball up.
Yep. You'll hear a lot of pitching instructors call it bowling, and you're staying down and reaching and aiming a lot more instead of just trusting yourself and throwing it. You know, it seems as we get a little deeper in the game, Vanessa seems to be doing that.
Baglione, ground ball to third base. She's fast.
She beats that play out. The runner wisely advances to third on the throw, was waiting for that throw from Lucy before she kept going. It's another base hit for Ava Baglione.
Kind of some sad music being played right now behind us, rather gloomy, and of course probably a little gloomy for Holliston right now. That ball was not hit hard by Baglione, but yeah, she was able to beat that throw, and she advances with no contest. So ground ball to the pitcher. DeSimone throws, runner scores. Baglione advances to third, but they get the second out. So Milford with another run in. The ground ball to DeSimone. She made a nice play, strong throw to first, but that runner was going on the play. She didn't have a chance. The runner at third I'm referring to. So another run in for Milford. And DeSimone, that brings up Olivia Baglione. So Olivia Baglione with the bases clearing bases clearing double last inning. Let's see what she can do here. She pounded that ball. That looked like one of those Tom Kampersal rips up the middle. Oh, ball gets away from the catcher, and there she goes.
I would have just stretched that double into a single. That's about it.
Don't sell yourself short, kid. You still got wheels. You play all over the field. We haven't really talked too much about the Holliston Senior Softball League, but maybe we'll talk about that in between innings. As you can see, I'm wearing my colors for this game. So that run comes in. That was Ava Baglione. She sneaks in, and now her sister at the plate with nobody to drive in. Maybe she'll hear about that later on.
Defense really needs to step up and help Vanessa out here and make a play.
Yep, 2 outs. Let's see if we can get out of this one. And she's going to hit the ball hard, so hopefully that Cushman outfield is ready. And the pitch, and there it is. That's a shot to center. Over the center. Oh, and over the center fielder's head. Bounces to the wall. Here comes Williams in the second. She's going right to third. And the throw to third. Here's a throw. And she's gunned down at third. Out at third. What a throw from the Relay McDonald. Gunned down to third. And she is out. Out at third. What did she do? Made the last out at third base. Ah, awful.
Coach's nightmare right there.
Coach's nightmare.
Coach Morrow they work on hitting their cutoffs a lot at practice. That was a very well executed play by Maggie. Hit her cut with Kaylee being in the right position at short. She made a strong throw to Lucy Zversky, who put the tag on, ending the inning. Hopefully Holliston can turn things around now, take that momentum into the top of the fourth. So
at the end of 3, we have Milford still leading Holliston. They picked up some runs. Milford leading Holliston 12-5. 12-5. We'll be right back on your Holliston Cable Access TV Softball, Super Softball Network. We'll be right back. And we're back here in Milford with Holliston coming to bat in the top of the 4th. Leading off is number 11, Sarah Kutchman. Still on the mound for Milford is Sarah Wengel, the left-hander. She's been holding her own. Yep. Couldn't have made it up any better. Look who shows up. None other than Hannah Devine's dad, Dan Devine. Don't worry, he'll be over. All right, Wengel bringing the mail to Kutchman, and a called strike. So Kutchman's got down in the count 2 strikes.
Holliston really needs Sarah to get on base to start this inning, keep that momentum going from ending the 3rd.
Yeah, that was a nice throw. It was nice to see them recover on that play. Not a lot of damage, as the bases had already been emptied. And the pitch to Kutchman outside. It looked kind of outside from here. All right, she got a full count. So let's see what Wengel does here. What she pulls out of her bag of tricks. And the pitch. Oh, ground ball to the catcher. And the ball gets by. Kutchman walks, hustles down to first, maybe to see if she can steal an extra base, but no. Runner stops at first, so leadoff walk for Kutchman brings us to the top of the order. And with our top of the order change, that is brought to you by the Holliston Library. If you want to go get a book, read something interesting, go to the library. First pitch swing and bouncer right in front of the plate. Nobody can get to it in time. And Kaylee McDonald's it's safe at first, so Holliston with something cooking. Now, I'm not saying it's a 4-course or 5-course dinner yet, but with
there's some food on the table, that's for sure.
As the orchestra picks up, so does Holliston.
That was Kaylee's 3rd hit of the night, John.
Well, there you go. So Holliston with 2 runners on, no out, brings up Lucy Seversky. And looks like Wengel's having a little more trouble finding the plate. You know, Coach Morrow told them the first good one that they see, they need to be think and swing. And the pitch to Seversky up high, almost over the catcher's head. Seversky's got 2 balls, no strikes. Morrow not taking any chance on the bases with a severe deficit. So he's going to see how this one plays out. Let Seversky hit away. So Seversky with 3-0. I wonder if she's going to get the green light here, Tom. And she doesn't. 4-pitch walk to Seversky, and the bases load up.
Coach Moore doesn't want to be giving away outs right here.
No,
he's got a hot hitter in Lucy Morrow coming up. She's looking to match Olivia Baglione's doubles. See if she can hit a gap here.
And the pitch to Morrow up high. Yeah, Morrow's got to be thinking, first strike I see, I'm going to swing at. She got the bases loaded, no outs. She's hitting the ball well. Let's see what she can do. And the pitch. There she goes, swinging foul ball back to the backstop. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Lucy's pretty excited right now. She's got to get some patience and let that ball come all the way in. Don't swing too soon.
All right. You're right. It's all about patience. And low as in bouncing in front of the plate low. But Wengel having a little trouble finding the strike zone.
No outs. Runners need to be aware not to get caught off on a line drive and get doubled up.
Yeah. And there's a ground ball, hard
ground
ball
going
to short.
hard.
Shortstop comes up clean, makes the throw. And
safe
Morrow
at first
is
base.
Safe at first. Runner scores. Everybody advances. And Morrow is safe on a bang-bang play at first. That was a nice play by that shortstop. Strong throw. Even had a stretch at first base.
That's just great hustle by Lucy. You know, Milford got a similar call earlier in the game.
Yep, so Lucy gets down the line, and she's safe. And that's still no outs, bases loaded for Vanessa DeSimone. So let's see if Vanessa can get Holliston back in this game.
Vanessa needs to learn from what Lucy did and let that ball travel in and then rip. Don't swing too soon and lose all your power.
There you go, pass ball. And here comes McDonald, safe, not even sliding. McDonald's in, so second run in for Holliston. The runners advance. Morrow's at second. Seversky at third. And DeSimone with still runners in scoring position. Let's see how this works out. Wengel trying to pitch out of a jam. And I don't know if this orchestra is helping or hurt her. And a ground ball to to third. Third baseman, strong throw. Runners advance. So Morrow moves to third. Seversky scores. So on DeSimone on a choppy ground ball to third base, Fernandez. Fernandez is a good player. Fernandez is a very good third baseman. That was the second nice play she made. Comes up clean and a very strong throw.
Yep.
So that brings us to none other than Aaron Kampersal, number 13. So I wondered this the last time we were calling. Why is Aaron wear 13?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. That's been her number since, you know, we started playing sports and basketball in 4th grade. She's, you know, selected 13. It's usually a battle between her and Kaylee McDonald.
Oh, whoa. That was a crazy play, folks. So on the pass ball, the ball rolls back to Mike Seversky, who fields the ball and tosses it to the catcher. Mike Seversky, of course, is the coach for Holliston. I'm not sure if he was out of play or not. I don't think he was.
Either way, that's illegal for the coaches to be fielding the ball.
Either way, and you know, Mike Seversky, who is a longtime Holliston supporter, great coach, and Mike Seversky was also one of the top chaperones on the ski club. All in good, was trying to help that catcher, but no, the umpire lets it go and the runner scores. So Morrow scores, and that empties the bases. So Kampersal's still up with nobody on, and 1 out as DeSimone with a ground ball.
Yep, 1 out, 4 runs in here.
All right. So Kampersal battling, and the pitch from Wengel. So no real reason why Kampersal's number 13, not that you know of.
None that I'm aware of. I never asked her, but it's, like I said, it's usually a battle between her and Kaylee when they're on the same team for who gets it, and a lot of time Erin gets seniority because she's a grade ahead of Kaylee.
All right, so here we go. Kampersal, in the meantime, has walked. So Kampersal is at first base, bringing up Paige Kutchman, the first of the Kutchman. Milford coach Paul Pellegrini is going to call for time, and I think he may be looking for a pitching change at this time. Looked like he was looking to the bullpen. Is there a bullpen?
It's not a pitcher. He only has 9 players tonight, and they're all on the field, John. So no one's warming up. He was pointing to his catcher to get a little water. Ava Baglioni is back there catching now in place of Olivia Baglioni. And it can get hot in all that gear, so he's making sure she stays fresh.
Still in the strange play. But I guess that the call is that the ball was out of play. So
you'll note now Coach Morrow has made some adjustments and put Mike Seversky behind the fence now.
That's right. And first pitch swinging, popped up to second base, and she beats out the throw. So the pop fly bounced in front of the second baseman. Page gets down the line quickly and beats the throw out. So Kampersal advances. Kutchman is safe at first, still one out, and that brings up Maggie Kutchman, number 3. So Kutchman up with 2 on, 1 out, and the pitch. Paige Kutchman. Oh, there goes Kampersal to third, safe at third on the slide. And looks like Kampersal may have twisted that ankle on that slide. And she's going to walk it off. No, she's a tough kid, that Kampersal. Well, we're going to take time now. She's going to walk it up. Looks like she came in hard into third and may have twisted that ankle.
Sometimes these immovable bases, the kids catch their cleats on it and roll an ankle.
Right, they're just not used to it. They're not used to sliding as much. Right, those bases don't give. So
it does move the runners up to second and third in scoring position with 1 out here. Holliston looking to capitalize on that misplayed ball of on the second baseman there. See if Maggie can put a ball in play to score a couple.
So Kutchman swinging at a high strike and takes that pitch outside. Let's see. Yeah, Kampersal's injury wasn't one of those soccer dives that we've seen recently in the World Cup. That's the thing. If in softball, if somebody stays down, it's because they're really hurt. She's not trying to get any
It's
kind
an
of
amazing
a
concept there.
It really is.
Actually only falling when you're hurt.
Only not getting up when you're hurt. So here's Kutchman still at the plate, ball up high. Kutchman, Paige Kutchman swung at a high pitch. Looks like hope her sister can just swing at strikes here. So runners on second and third, 1 out. Pitch to Kutchman is low, bounces to the plate. Here comes Kampersal on a bad ankle, and she not even a play, safe at the plate. So Kampersal's in. So that makes
That's 5 in for the Red Hots.
5 in for the Red Hots. That's right. 5 in for the Red Hots with 1 out and a runner on third, and Hannah Devine at the plate.
It's a big at bat for Hannah.
So another timeout by Pellegrini. So looks like Holliston is back in this game.
Now, if I know Coach Morrow, Maggie will be running on this pitch. Get her into scoring position. Oh, actually, with the 6-run inning, only Paige matters. But it will take the force off and open up first base for drop third strike.
He will take that. He'll be running on first pitch. So we have a new pitcher coming in right now.
He went back to Kay Pellegrini. At the U12 level, the pitchers are limited to 3 innings each. So that was Sarah Wengel's 3rd inning. So I don't think she'll be able to return in the game, but Kay Pellegrini can come in and have 2 more innings.
That's right. Pellegrini is good for 2 more innings. Of course, in the U12 softball league, we're on a time limit, so there's a hard stop after 2 hours and 5 minutes, I believe. So this game won't go past 8:05. So it sounds like, again, not sure what the other pitchers look like for Milford, but it could be that Coach Pellegrini is planning on this game not being stopped for time rather than the full 7 innings. So in the break, we'll talk about that Holliston Senior Softball League, which we alluded to earlier. Of course, Tom Kampersal and myself both play in the Holliston Senior Softball League. Kampersal plays for the team named after himself, or actually his namesake, Kampersal, and I play, of course, for Downtown. We treat it as one of the greatest kept secrets in the town. We'll get back to some U12 action right now. So at the plate, as we said, number 24, Hannah Devine. We have runners on first and third, and as you predicted, first ball running. There goes Kutchman. So she's down at second base without a play. That ball went to the backstop. Devine didn't swing at it, so runners on second and third with 1 out and 5 in. Devine with a hard, good swing, but just came up empty. And here we are, Devine with a count of 1-1. Runners on second and third. And Pellegrini pitching. Pellegrini, ball high. Devine swings anyway. Strike 2. So,
Infield's in for Milford. They're trying
nice.
to cut that run down at the plate.
maybe. There she goes. Fouls that ball off to the right side up over the Holliston dugout. This is a veterans orchestra as well. I like this. All right, so here we go. Devine, runners in scoring position. The pitch down low. Ball bounces in front of the plate. Runners stay. Let's see what Devine can do. Here we go. And the pitch. I think this is the Dropkick Murphys that are playing right here. So much for the military. We're going right to some contemporary Dropkick Murphys. I thought I was watching The Departed, which I actually did watch the other night.
That's a great movie. I saw that
That's
one.
not for you 12. Yeah, at least you saw one good movie. And the pitch to Devine is down low.
Free swinger Devine holding off on that one.
Yeah, that one looked good. We see a lot of the kids, they don't swing at those lower strikes or those low pitches, but they'll swing at the high ones. And the pitch to Devine. Swinging strike, strike 3. And Santiago holds, sorry, that was Baglioni, the catcher. She squeezes that one. So that makes 2 outs. So it's a big spot for Holliston.
Yeah, well, Sarah Kutchman started this inning with a walk and run scored. So let's see if she can get on base or make something happen to score a sister. Actually, we got all the Kutchmans on the bases and up at bat right again.
So this is the Kutchman show right here. So let's see if we can, with Sarah Kutchman, she can drive in her sister. And,
nice eye.
Yeah, so 1-1 to Kutchman. I mean, that's so much fun having triplets on the same team. All right, pitch to Sarah Kutchman, called strike 2. There you go. See, they don't like those low strikes. Don't look as good. Of course, when half of them bounce in front of the plate, they tend to be. You tend to not give them the benefit of the doubt. So 1-2 to Kutchman, Sarah Kutchman, and the pitch down low. She lays off that one. That evens it up at 2-2. She's got some great background music here. It's almost like walk-up music.
Yeah.
You know what this is? This is extra base hit music. Let's see if Kutchman can take advantage of it. And called strike 3. Kutchman watches that third one sail in. She walks back a little disheartened, but Holliston right back in this game, scoring 5 that inning. Now, this is a real game, so at the end of 4.5, Milford still leads Holliston by a slim margin of 12 runs to 10. We'll be right back on the Holliston Cable Access TV Super Softball Network right after a word from some of our friends. And we're back here at the glorious Memorial School, and like the Milford, the Memorial School with the Milford Philharmonic Orchestra playing in the background as Holliston is trailing the Milford Lady Hawks by a score of 10 to 12. And Holliston has a pitching change now. Number 10, Lucy Morrow, is pitching. Holliston had a big inning last inning to get themselves back in this game. Let's see if Morrow can keep the momentum going and see if they can put a donut up here for Milford as number 12 is up, Kay Pellegrini. Kay Pellegrini had a rip shot the last time she got up, driving in a run and ending that inning by causing Milford to have 6 runs. So Pellegrini pop fly and just fouled by the Holliston dugout.
Kay also was called up to help the Milford U14 team a few weeks ago when they played Holliston. She's a really strong player.
So Pellegrini, let's see what she can do here. She's got a count of 1-1. Morrow can bring the mail. Morrow still throwing hard. Looks like she's got a lot of gas in her tank. We'll see how she does here. Pellegrini fouls that one back, bringing the count to 1-2.
Yep, Lucy throwing much harder than what Vanessa was bringing. We'll see if the Milford girls can adjust.
Pitch just up. Evens the count up at 2-2. Evens the count at 1-2. And the pitch, and ripped down the third base line, foul. Almost hit us. Christian, you were right. That ball, we have to be ready for those. Christian able to nimbly get out of the way of that ground ball that's coming right at him. That would be one of those great highlight films of the ball coming, hitting the camera. Be ready for that, Christian.
Well, it looks like Kay had her timing on that one. She ripped that hard foul.
All right, so 2 strikes. Oh, they call her strike 3. That ball looked like it just crossed her eyes, but looks high from here. However, our umpire, who will go nameless.
That was questionable at
has
best.
A big, yeah,
Kay doing a good job keeping her composure to walk off after that one.
That's a tough call. So Lucy Morrow strikes out Pellegrini, and that brings up Sarah Wengel, bats from the left side, number 6. First pitch is another high strike. So Morrow, that one was way too high to call a strike, even for that ump. So evens the count up at 1-1. All right, Holliston, let's see if you guys can hold your own, play some defense. Defense has been the key here, and unfortunately, given some base on balls, a couple of inopportune misplays, and a couple line shots, Milford still leads Holliston by 2 runs.
This is a big inning for Holliston's defense here. Based on the rules, I'm pretty sure they'll complete this inning, and next inning will be the last. So Holliston will get one more chance, to catch up. That's 2 strikeouts for Lucy Morrow.
Strikes out the first 2 batters, the 4 and 5 batter. So, how about that?
Well, this is a hot hitter coming up. Gianna Fernandez hit a very hard line drive to left field last time.
Let's see what Fernandez does against Morrow. First pitch. Yeah, she hits a bomb right center. There it goes. Oh, and makes the play.
Great play by Sarah Kutchman.
Sarah Kutchman playing right field. What a play.
Wow, 3 up, 3 down for Lucy Morrow coming out of the bullpen there. That puts up a goose egg for the Red Hawks, just what they needed going into the top of the 5th, down 2 runs.
That's a big, what a play for Sarah Kutchman. I'll tell you what, given the sun and the sun setting, it's probably not the easiest catching that ball and being able to pick it up in right field. Kutchman on it the whole time, made a great play. And as you said, Fernandez was hot. She got all of that one and almost went to the warning track. So Kutchman with a nice play to get out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down, as Holliston still barely trails the Milford Ladyhawks by a score of 10-12. We'll be right back on the Holliston Cable Access TV Softball Super Network. I was just trying to listen to that song. It was Sweet Caroline. So it's almost like the 7th inning stretch. And we're back here at the Memorial School in lovely Milford, Massachusetts, as we start the top of the 5th with Holliston trailing the Milford Ladyhawks by a score of 10-12. Holliston, although they are making a comeback here. They had a big inning, a big 5-run inning in the top of the 4th, and in the bottom of the 4th, Lucy Morrow, the relief pitcher, strikes out 2 and gets the other one to fly out to right field, and a 3 up, 3 down inning. Kay Pellegrini back on the mound for Milford, and up to the plate right now is Kaylee McDonald. Kaylee McDonald with a ground ball to first, fielded cleanly by the first baseman, number 6, Sarah Wengel, and 1 out. That's 5 unassisted for those of you scoring.
It's 3 unassisted in our book.
Sorry, my 3 unassisted from my faithful companion here, who's doing a great job keeping the scorebook for us. So with 1 out, that brings up Lucy Seversky, and also brings up the top of the order. And so with our top of the order change, that is brought to you by Fisk General Store. Sells most everything. Tom, you've probably been to Fisk General Store more times than I've been to, I don't know, Walmart. I mean, Tom Kampersal, growing up in Holliston, probably I can just hear it now. Can we please go to Fisk? Can we please go to Fisk? Tom not afraid to eat some candy. Seversky gets called out on strikes. Oh.
Those are some questionable strike calls there, but the girls need to know right now that this strike zone is very large. It's going to be high or low. They need to be thinking swing and be aggressive.
So Morrow up with nobody on.
It's two up,
outs.
two down.
Looks like Pellegrini's getting herself an inning here. So let's see if Morrow can extend this inning.
They're down to their last out here.
Pitch to Morrow. First ball swinging, that flare to the right side
Nice
from the first
play.
baseman. Nice play by Wengel, who was able to come back and avoid two giant oak trees and make that play in fair territory. Sorry, looked like it was in fair territory, but it might have been in foul territory. And folks, that's it. That's the end of this game. So, a great inning by Pellegrini at the end. Get 3 up, 3 down, and with a nice comeback for Holliston, coming back and just falling just short to a tough Milford team. Hit the ball well, ran the bases well, made some really nice plays in the field, and got some key pitching from Kay Pellegrini, especially in these last 2 innings.
Yeah, offensively for Milford, the bat of Olivia Baglione and Ava Baglione, both with 2 hits, driving in 3 runs on that 1 double in the second inning to really break it open for Milford. You know, on Holliston side, you had Kaylee and Lucy both with 3 hits apiece, but just coming up short.
So another tough game, and it was nice to see Holliston not go down, not really get their heads down when they were down. They were down 7 when Milford had that big 6-run inning. They were able to keep their composure, come back, and you know, that was good. It was good to see, and you know, if we go a couple more innings, who knows, right?
Absolutely, Lucy was pitching well. They just ran out of time, essentially.
It's tough to do in baseball or softball.
Yeah, that's a new rule they put in.
It's a new concept.
Yeah, and it really helps keep the pace of play going, and the girls can get very distracted and lose focus as the games get longer. So, adding that time limit aspect really helped move games along.
I think it does. I think, and they need it, and especially in the early years, because kids are, you know, like sometimes a pitcher they'll lose it, right? And they'll walk a couple kids, and then next thing you know, like the game can really start to drag. So these guys do a good job of kind of keeping everything going. And you know, as we get into like the U12 and U14, you see a lot less of that, just as we did tonight.
Absolutely, the U14s will complete 7-inning games in an hour and a half.
Yep. They sure will.
So
they sure will.
The better pitching and just the fielding and more confidence as you grow older and get better at this game.
All right, so on behalf of Tom Kampersal, I'm John Drohan, joined with Christian Baudet. We will see you next time on the Holliston Cable Access Super Softball Network. And we're signing off from the Milford Memorial School here in lovely Milford, Massachusetts, and the accompaniment of we've been calling the Milford Philharmonic, but you know what? We'll keep them the Milford Philharmonic for the rest of the night. Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right, bye-bye.